Oh hey internet, what's up? Welcome back to the Type QQ gaming channel. Welcome back to Dungeon Fighter Online, which I hope is going to remain Dungeon Fighter Online and not Dungeon Cough Online. In the downtime, you could probably check out this pretty rocket axe we picked up off the auction hall with funds provided by other characters with giant bankrolls. However, it's a level 60 weapon, so I figure it's a sort of a prize for getting it that far. Ugh, the smell, the stench permeating the area was from the lot. It can only mean the Black Nightmare's presence is strongest in this place. I'll just have to click off the screen real quick. So, our quest continues to become the best axe-wielding female priest in the world, or at least until the police get us. And I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens in the back, but there were sirens in the back. Just crossing over level 24. And we're kind of in our second area here. The first one seemed to be kind of introductory and kind of checking out how the wild animals and some of the more native, like, elemental spirits are handling with the Black Nightmare. And this one seems to be more of like an aggressive front against like a human village. So, and we're taking some preventative measures of helping them out. And it seems like there's a lot of drama with the sort of army that's kind of stationed there as well. I mean, it certainly doesn't help that everyone, like every character in this game, is stupid. Alright, boom. R.I.P. Oh, no, maybe not. There we go. Fluffy! You know, every NPC just can't get out of their own way. That sort of thing. Hey, go wash yourself. You're making the other girls run the other way. I would have too, if I didn't know you. As I was saying, there used to be no living creatures, but recently some monsters that lost turf wars in other places have migrated here. Makes sense, if you don't think about it. They were dangerous before they arrived, but now they're out of control, releasing the poison that they've absorbed from the land through their pores. If you want to investigate that place, then you should better prepare yourself for their poison. Go collect some poison from them. I can use my knowledge and alchemy to make something for you. I'm smarter than I look, believe it or not. Alright. And of course, the daily event slew of items. Back into it. Back into some more rotting lot, which I guess is just an area that's gone completely tits up. And it looks like as we kill those scorpions, we're getting those poisonous goos. It's currently 10 out of 15 of the quest that we need to complete. So kind of in another game, it's sort of those sort of collectathon fetch quests, you know. Go out there and get, you know, 100 bear nut sacks, that sort of thing. Alright, on to the boss. There he is. The bosses thus far have none of them have really offered much of a challenge. Albert is holding his nose and looks like he's about to vomit. You want mocking antidote. You should go scrub yourself down. Jesus Christ. God damn it. Fuck you. Now that we've prepared for the poison, it's time we can conduct our investigation in earnest. But no matter how much I think about it, something doesn't make sense. When did that place become full of scorpions? I knew King Chella had migrated into the rotting lump, but he's not strong enough to bring the other monsters into submission. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, didn't you see a giant scorpion there? Not just giant, but a humongous one. I'm thinking black moss might have sneaked in. Scorpions are not as fertile as the Namulans, but they are twice as dangerous because of their venom. Search the rotting lot, and if you find black moss, kill him. It burrows itself in the ground, so watch your step. You can lure it out by hitting the ground with something heavy or metal or something. I'm sure we will have no issues whatsoever. Recycling some of those not so rare loot drops back into it. An action-packed episode. Almost a relief to what we're usually used to. I mean, reading the busted up, broken dialogue of this game, trying to figure out what's going on. I imagine we're going to be crossing into level 25 in this level, which is pretty rocking. I think the level cap is 90, I think, at this moment. So bring it up to level 25 in just a few days. That sounds pretty awesome. Bam, bam. 25, as I was just blabbing on about. Hey, Type QQ, have you heard the news? A strange island rose out of the waters of Arad, and it's filled with treasures. A lot of treasures already left for the island. Meet this guy, he'll tell you about it. Sounds good. However, I'm sure, as you guys know, there's those little like tags on the side of the missions to kind of tell you whether or not they're storylines, side missions, or what have you. So, although that's a cool little mission, I think we'll put that on the back burner for now. You know, especially where we have so many missions that we have to do right here. That's kind of my thing. Is this scorpion is huge. Judging by the piles of bones around this place, it preyed on more people than I can count. Well, that so far it's 5 or 6. I mean, certainly, maybe a dozen to 15. There are bones of little children, too. Did the nightmare really create this monster? I mean, are they bones of children or just goblins? It really was black moss. Woo! If it weren't for you. Albert? Wah! Wah! Black moss was in the rotting lot? How could you not know that? That's your beat. but I have a hypersensitive nose. Think about it. A handsome guy like me can't walk around smelling like dead animals. It's a waste of a good man. And a national treasure. It's the end of the world. Who knows what the shit Albert is talking about? I thought he knew about it too. Breeze, you have my approval for beating him. About the samples you brought last time, I had to send them to Underfoot because I didn't have the right equipment to test them. It'll take a while to get the results back, but you'll be the first one to know when I get them. Splendid. Oh, I think that night lady wants to talk to you. Adventurer, drop your weapon and raise your hands where I can see them. You ignored my warning and entered Meltdown, and someone saw you do it. Do not resist your arresting officers. If you cooperate, you might serve less time in prison. You're going to lock me up? Hell nah. I don't care if this is your jurisdiction. I'm not your citizen and I don't have to follow your orders. That's how law works. Besides, I was there to stop monsters from killing people because you wouldn't do it. If you don't want anyone to get in there, then do your goddamn job. What? Did you just insult the Imperial Army? Alright, draw your weapon. You think you're tough? I'll give you a reality check. What's this commotion? Lenny Blaine Skoke? Ah, Deputy Master. Alright, adventurer. Follow me. I'm a proud Imperial Knight, not a street brawler. We'll battle it out in front of my Deputy Master. Uh-oh, this is getting serious. Duh. Oh no, me no likey. So, it looks like we're going to, fulfill at least one of our dreams and kill an annoying character. I asked Lowell to round up those giant ants in the right lot, but he can't seem to finish it. Can you get it done? Go get it done, will you? The easiest quest ever. Go kill one madness ant. No problem. Just let me kill this Imperial Knight first. Because she's imposing law in this area that she's apparently under control. And I can't have that. I'm not your citizen. I'm just wandering through. Your laws don't pertain to me. You know, if we were really a hero, we would just go to jail and be like, you're right, I should respect the laws of the land, despite the fact you guys suck giant balls. And just like hand my weapon over and sit in jail and wait for them to like fuck up the thing so bad that they come and ask me for help. That's how that works. I think I've seen that movie before. Not like, fuck you, let's fight to the death. I'm trying to save people here, and then you just kill somebody. You just drop your axe right between that guard's face. I'm trying to save people. Leave me be, clunk. She's dead. And the monster and this giant scorpions are off in the distance going, well, I guess now's a good time to attack. Can we have her body? Can we eat her? I mean, she's dead. I wondered what that commotion was, and you were just blowing things out of proportion. You're disappointing. That's pretty mean. You're rather mean, sir. Whine. I am sorry, sir. Oh, he wasn't talking to me. Ferris said this man is better than the other Imperial Knights. He looked at least more sensible than the rest. I'm gonna turn that music down a little bit, Jesus. That adventurer ignored your warning because you let yourself look weak. If you want others to listen to you, then beat them in a contest of strength. Yes, sir. I'll beat this adventurer for you. For you. Nope. He's no better than the others. Snort. I don't have time to watch whelps roughhousing, but maybe it can be entertaining. Go ahead. Go ahead, kill each other for my amusement. No talk is necessary. You will fight each other, and the loser will leave quietly. I have no choice but to beat Lenny and put her in her place. And the loser will leave this eternal plane quietly. And will be fed to the scorpions. Scorpions will look on like, you guys going to be eating that body? What's your plans with it? So we have a quest here for a low-ranking knight, Lenny. We're gonna be fighting the stage. Just 2 seconds ago, she said we're not gonna be street brawlers, and then we're going to be brawling in the streets. You know what? Just moments ago, I felt bad about killing her, but I really can't. I really can't muster the sympathy for her, or for anyone in this game, really. We really should just come out and just tell people that, like, listen, thanks for the help and information, but I'm only really looking to become the strongest priest ever for my own selfish goals, you know. Don't bother me, you know. Don't weigh me down with your nonsense. Don't get in my way. Maybe 30% through level 5. I'm just ripping through these baddies. Madness Ant. Killing him should do the quest. There it is. There it is. Good God Almighty. I can barely contain the excitement. You shouldn't have run instead of agreeing to fight me. You're brave, I'll give you that, but you won't get anywhere. You won't get anywhere with me. Okay. Your pathetic flailing of a sword cannot compete with my flawless execution of Imperial swordsmanship. I mean, I got an axe, but whatever. Stop talking and get on with it. Yes, sir. So yeah, she is the boss of this level. And there she goes down with a couple hits. As the scorpions befall onto her body and drag her away. The fight is over. I hope you were entertained. Grr, this is unfair. You cheated. Silence. You instigated this. Stop whining and take your loss like a good soldier. And a bad fighter. I'm sorry, sir, I will. I say type QQ. That's a funny name, but you're not bad. You're weak, but you're still stronger than her. Humph! Red-faced Lenny hurriedly left the place. So she lives, that sucks. Mediocre fighters like you are a dime a dozen. Keep practicing. Who knows, maybe one day you'll become decent. Then you can go wherever the hell you want to go. Now get out of my sight. Did you really beat an Imperial knight in a contest? Everyone's talking about it. Humph. You shouldn't have told me beforehand. I would never want to miss out such a spectacle. Ha ha. Anyway, Ferris, there's something I want to tell you. When I first came here, I wanted to know more about the Black Nightmare simply for my own educational purposes. But I didn't know the situation it had caused is so serious. Not only did it manipulate Emma into endangering Silver Crown, but its threat to this place is more serious and more widespread. I think we're not responding to the Black Nightmare quickly enough. We need to find out what's causing it. I agree. I too want to know what's causing that thing, so I can't rush it. It's really ticking me off. Speaking of which, why don't you do more investigating? Since the Empire approved of your coming and going whenever you go, you can go check out the old streets. And the new ones. The streets used to be filled with people, being in the heart of Henenmeyer, before they took the brunt of the great metastasis. You might be able to find many interesting things there. That's right. The streets in the town used to be filled with people, believe it or not. That's why we built them in the first place. You're much better than that lazy Albert. Good job. And there used to be restaurants. Believe it or not, people used to go there for food. Not so much anymore, believe it or not, because it's full of monsters. Crazy world, isn't it? Grind it. Grind that belt right down. Daddy needs some more clear cube fragments. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and we'll play some more Dungeon Fighter Online in the future.